get comfortable, and today we're just gonna be chatting because it's a chit chat video and I'm using the wrong memory card, but oh well, it will suffice. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Stephanie. I'm a Nigerian who migrated to Canada when I was like thereabout, not gonna say my age. I just wanted to talk about getting a job in Canada. I wanted to talk about my experience getting a job in Canada, and to also put a disclaimer about the notion that there's so much job in Canada, which I feel like it's not entirely true, but there's a lot of jobs compared to Nigeria, but it's not entirely true. You still have to go through a little hurdles to get, you know, the perfect job for you. I already made a video on how you can make your proof of fund look big, but before I made that video, I made a video on how you can use the AIPP program to migrate to Canada. And for the AIPP program, all you need to do is to make sure you have a job offer and have a company that's going to sponsor your permanent residence, and basically that's it. But when you hear the video, when you look at the video, it's a very simple step. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's the fastest step in getting your PR. But then the problem is, how do you get a job? Like, how do I get that company that's going to sponsor me for my PR? How do I find that perfect company that's going to sponsor my permanent residence? So it's like, that's where the big problem is when it comes to AIPP. After I released that video, a bunch of you sent me an email asking me how can I get a job, what should I do to get a job. I've been a recent graduate, even though I just graduated last year. I still went through my own stress, I still went through my own hurdles, and these are because I think mainly it's because of the timing for me graduating one, and I felt like there are a few different things I could have done to help me speed up the process of me actually getting a job. And then with that being said, I just want to talk about my own experience looking for a job. I'm going to talk about the few jobs that I've done since I moved to Canada to help me build up my experience, so I can show that I have the skills and quality that the higher and bigger companies are looking for. So I think the first job I did was to be a patient attendant, and that was when I nearly came. A year after I came, I needed to make money because obviously, like, us being here, it's not like my dad had a lot of money. It's not like I came from a rich home. My dad had to work hard to sustain us here. We had to work hard to pay the little bills that we can pay so that my dad can focus on tuition fee. But I did that. Then I worked at Wendy's while I was cleaning toilets, you all. I was cleaning public toilets, you all. Like, it was an experience, and I'm grateful for the experience. It's a very humbling experience, and I felt like that taught me a lot about like working and, you know, knowing that you have to do, there are some things you've got to do to get to where you want to get to. And I washed a toilet. Yo, I'm not embarrassed. I can boldly say, because it's part of me. It's what made me who I am today. And then I think after that was when I finally got a breakthrough. I got a job with my university, and it was a way better job, way better experience, way better, like, you will know the difference between different level of jobs. But with that being said, I graduated, and then it was time for me to look for an actual job, an actual professional job. And the goal was that I wanted to get a job before I graduated, because my brother got 2 job offers from big companies before he even finished. And I was like, okay, if you can do it, I can do it. But my problem was that I wasn't doing the right things. I wasn't networking. And I know how in Nigeria we always try and make it seem like, you know how you get jobs in Nigeria, you have to connection, you have to know someone that knows someone that knows someone. You kind of have to know, in this country too, you kind of have to still know someone that knows someone that knows someone. Because I felt like I didn't really put myself out there when I went to uni. I just kind of like stayed in my own corner and in my own shell. I didn't go out for parties. I didn't really go out for events. I was really a grandma. I just preferred staying indoors. So networking was not something that I really did. But now that I'm growing older, I'm going to take advantage of networking. Networking is very, very important. By the way, I finished school. Before I finished school, like I said, I got this job that I used to do at my university. I was like, okay, let me just apply just in case I didn't get my dream job before I finish. Mind you, I already had it in my mind that I'm gonna get my dream job, like God's gonna do it, like I don't care, like what. That's somehow I was like, why did I even get this backup? Am I doubting God? I kind of feel like even me getting that backup job was already me doubting God, that God was not gonna be able to give me a job before I graduated. But either way, I got the backup job. COVID hit, they cancelled the job because the job had to do with tourism and everything. There being a lockdown, no one is really coming into the country or coming to Halifax, because Halifax is such a very busy place in the summer because we have a lot of tourists. Like, Halifax is such a beautiful place to live in. But either ways, they cancelled it and now I was jobless. I mean, the government was giving us some money because of the condition and everything, especially if you had a job and you lost your job because of COVID. They gave us money. But at the same time, I just did not want to rely on the government, because I knew when it was time for my tax return, they were going to take from my money, and I really don't want them taking from my money for tax return. But either ways, yeah, we did that, and then they called me back. I felt like this was just a favor and the grace of God. They're like, oh, Stephanie, we're changing the name of the position, but this is what you'll be doing. Are you willing to accept the job? I accepted the job. I was like, okay, I'm going to be doing this in the summer while still looking for my professional job. So I was doing that and everything, still sending out my resume and everything. And then I just realized, like, after a few months, I was like, I really want to work at City Insurance. The pay is good. It's something I can do. I think I will enjoy it, because I felt like at this point, any job you give me, I can handle it. I felt like at this point, that's just who I am. I'm going to find a way to get comfortable in it, find a way to enjoy it, and find a way to make sure I'm doing the best I can at the job. So I just was like, yeah, it's City Insurance, I can do, the pay is really good, I will take it and everything. So I sent in my first application, and I got to the first step of the interview, and I didn't get accepted. The lady that interviewed me put fear in my body. Like, she literally put fear in my body that the bubbly self I wanted to be in that interview, I could not. I was just like, okay, that's like, but like I was like, okay, no, I wasn't like that. But to get what I'm saying, like, I couldn't be like the bubbly person I wanted to be, so that she can get to know me and know my personality and my character. She was just one strict, mean grandma, in my opinion. But I'm so sorry, if she ever sees this video, I'm sure I'll never ever get employed into the insurance. But I know that I go for, like, okay, let's just keep quiet, but let's just keep on going. But either ways, I didn't get to the first stage. That thing hurt me, because I was praying, I was fasting, my parents were praying, everyone was praying, my prayer group prayed for me, my siblings prayed for me. Who did not pray for me to get that job? I didn't get it, and I got an email saying, oh, unfortunately, even though we're love, I hate that email so much. Like, if you start applying for jobs, you have to get used to seeing those emails, and I got used to seeing it. But yeah, that really hurt me. Like, I was even crying. My brother had to take me out of the house so we'll go for a stroll, and I even made a video, because I was just like, I know in my heart of heart that I'm gonna get that job that's gonna give me the money that I want to. Okay guys, so as you guys can see, my eyes is red. I was crying. I just got to rejection today on a Monday when I was thinking that, you know, by this week I should be celebrating all the good news, all the change of job. But apparently that's not God's plan for me. But it's very scary. So yeah, I'm just documenting this, because I believe that I will actually get a job like it's not even funny. Like, if I could see a job that was close to that, I want it so badly. But yes guys, I'm just updating this for, you know, for the future. When I finally have a job, I can look back, you know, and see what happened. And so I made that video. I was like, I'm going to start, like, you know, recording the sad times. I don't want to just come and show you guys the perfect time of, like, oh my gosh, I got a job. Like, I want you guys to know that I went through my own hurdles, I went through my own struggles, I went through breakdowns. I left social media because I couldn't do it anymore. I was just like, what is wrong with me? And by that time, before we even got to that City Insurance, I felt like I was sending out a lot of application, and it was just entering inside this black hole, this bottomless pit where no one could see it. Like, every resume, God, how many jobs did I apply for? I even, like, up to now I can't count, because I feel like I applied for thousands of jobs, but it was just going into a black hole that no one was seeing. I was sending it in, and it's like I was just invincible. Like, invincible, like I was invincible. No one knew me. So it was like I didn't exist in this world. But yeah, so getting that rejection was just a very heartbreaking experience for me. And at that time, I think I also had someone that was working in school with me, like in the school job I was working, and she got the job, and I was so happy for her. Do you get what I'm saying? I was super happy for her, and I just felt like, oh my gosh. And then we're already talking about, oh, we'll do this together, we'll do that together. Yeah, right. She moved ahead and she started working. But yeah, either ways, and then I kept on applying, and then towards the ending of summer, I got this job called HGS. Anything I say, this is not me bashing the company. I got that job, and I was just so, you know, when you get a job and you're supposed to be happy. I got the job, and I became depressed. I didn't even know how to tell people I got a job at HGS, not because of pride or anything, but I just did not want to accept that I was going to work for that company. I've heard a few things about the company. It's very busy, and the pay was even lower than what my school was paying me. Like as a graduate, I felt like I should be going, I should be climbing the next stage in my life. I finished school, I've paid thousands of dollars in tuition fee, which is like millions in Nigeria, and now you're telling me that as a graduate I'm going to get a job that is below minimum wage. And I was just like, you know what, I have no other option. I'm just going to accept this job. I need to pay my bills. I don't want it to seem like it's my siblings that's carrying me, and I don't want to rely on government's money. I want to be able to say that I'm bringing in my own share, because the way we do it, like I said, I'm not from a rich family. Every money we make as a siblings, the good thing about us living together, we're 3 people living in one house, and the money we made together as a whole was for every one of us. So someone will gather our money. It doesn't matter how much you're making, we'll gather the money together, and then we'll divide it based off how much income the person is bringing in, and everybody had their own share of contribution to make. But now that my brother and I were working, we're literally spoiling our sister, because the way it was, I'll go back to all the story. I feel like that would be another story for another day, like how we survived related to no money here in Canada. And I know that if we can do it, you guys can do it. But let's go back to the story of looking for a job here in Canada. So yeah, I got the job. I was supposed to start. When I say I was mad at God, for someone that seems like she loves God so much, I'm not even gonna lie, I was so mad and frustrated at God. I was like, God, like, is this what you want from me? Like, you've already promised your children that you give us the best thing, like you make us the head and not the tail. So am I supposed to be the tail? Am I supposed to be at the bottom? Am I going to be the person that I'm going to be making this certain amount of money for the rest of my life? Am I going to be those? Because I used to work at Staples as well, and I was like, am I going to be like all those old people that have been at Staples for 20 years making a certain amount of money? Like, is that what I'm going to be? Is this who I am? Is this what you want from me? And it was just so many questions, and I was just like, you know what, I was like, I can't be so mad at God. And I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna accept what God has given to me. I'm gonna take that job, I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna be happy. I had to make that conscious decision that I was like, I'm gonna get this job and I'm going to do it well, put in my best, because at the end of the day, God wants us to put in our best in everything we do. He wants us to show up and show out for everything we do. And even if we don't like it, I just felt like this was a gift God has given to me. It could have been a different case where I didn't even have any job to contribute for like my own part of like my rent. So it was like, at least I can say I'm contributing, and it's not just my siblings carrying me. And being the eldest, like, you know, sometimes you want to, as the eldest, you have that pride that you want to feel like you're bringing in some money. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, being the eldest, I wanted to feel like I was also bringing in, like, you know, some money. And I really want to, as eldest, I felt like I really want to be a big sponsor for my siblings and not the other way around. But either ways, I wholeheartedly accepted the job. I was like, okay, God, I'm going to take this job. No matter the pay, I'm going to put in my best. I'm going to stand out on my job, and I'm going to show off and show up like at my job. Like, I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to treat this job like a dream job that I've always wanted. So that's why I told myself, I accepted it. Then it was not time, and this is not me being happy with the job, finding reasons to be grateful about this job. I accepted the job, and then it was not time for us to set up everything. Then I was setting up, and my setup wasn't going right. Everything was going wrong. They didn't send me the right paper they were supposed to send to me for the job, for the setup. So after a while, I stayed back with the people that were in charge of the setting up. I was like, oh, mine is not good, please can you help me figure this out? And then that's when we realized they didn't send me the paper that I actually needed for setup. So we did that, and then after that, they now sent me an email, oh sorry, we're not going to move forward with you. After I've been mad about this job, and I've not finally been happy about the job, like, oh sorry, we're not going to move forward with you, we don't feel like you're tech enough. I'm like, I make videos, I upload videos on YouTube, I use technology. What do you mean by, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to fight it, because first of all, mind you, I was not really excited about this job. And so that's what we did. I didn't get the job. I was like, I called my parents. Obviously I cried, because I was like, I want to contribute in rent, I want to contribute in our fees, I don't want to take money from government. I just cried a tiny bit, and then I got myself together. And then one thing we did, I feel like if you're in Canada and you're about to graduate, even though everything is being applied online, my brother that was supposed to move to go start his work when we're done, because of COVID, they moved it and then moved it to this year. The guy was tired of staying at home. He was like, he's going to look for a job in Halifax. So what he did was that even though he submitted his application online, online. He went into the office of the place he wanted to work in, and that's how he got the job. I did the same thing with him because it was like, okay, Steph, let's do this together. Follow me, do this with me. Write down, figure out the companies you want to work at, and go and stop at each and every one of them. Even though it's COVID, I'm sure some people will be there. So that's what we did. We did that, and that's how I got my first professional job that I'm so grateful about, and I loved it. I love it so much. It gave me the opportunity to be happy, even though the pay wasn't that amazing. I was still grateful that I got the job. And the way that job came, like, I lost the HGS on a Friday. I got my job now. I'm not going to say where I'm working. I got my job now on a Tuesday. Everything was wrapped up on a Tuesday. The interview, the hiring process was wrapped up on a Tuesday. So I felt like God just wanted me to learn to be grateful about the little things I have, and that's why He took away the HGS from me. When He had seen that my heart and my mind was like, okay, God, I wholeheartedly accepted this job, He gave me the one I was doing. So fast forward, I enjoyed working there. Me being a very workaholic person, I had my Saturdays and Sundays off. I felt like I was wasting my time because I don't go out. I feel like I just put myself in a lot of work. I don't go out. I don't do a lot of socializing. And then I was like, I needed to get a second job. So I got a second job. I started working 7 days a week. So towards the end of last year, in December, TD Insurance posted a job opening, and I was just like, you know what, let's just apply for applying's sake. Like, it's not gonna hurt me. Like, if I get it, it's fine. If I don't get it, oh well, I have a job that I'm doing that I'm okay in. I applied. I passed the first step. I was like, okay, maybe there's potential in this. I passed the first step. We got to the second stage, and the lady did not like me. I was so hurt. Okay, maybe I should stop saying they did not like me. Maybe I was not up to par. Maybe I was not what they were looking for. It's not about them liking me, but like I think I didn't have what she was looking for, basically. And the HR person that was, because I was working with two people, the HR person I was working with really wanted me to get the job because she thought I was a good fit. But the team lead, I think we could not really connect like that. Like, we could not connect like that. But either way, I was just so sad because I was thinking that was my Christmas gift from God. Because after getting to the final stage, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a Christmas gift from God. God, you are so good. I was so happy. Everyone again was praying for me to get TD Insurance. Mind you, at the background, while I was still focusing and rushing for TD Insurance, the new job and my perfect job that I got was playing at the background. In December, they said I sent him application for this job, the one I love right now. I sent him the application for that one. Until December 30th, they now sent me an assessment to do. Like, it was taking a month of interval for me to like figure out what was happening. So I just kept the job at the background. Like, it's such a big company, but I just kept it at the background. I was like, I don't know if they'll go with me because the way the process is going so slowly. But after a month, they did not send. I was like, okay, I'm done applying to jobs. That's a lie. I told myself I was done in December. But then in January again, TD Insurance posted another opening. But I tried to apply with the opening that they posted, but like, oh, you just recently applied, you cannot apply again. And then I saw a bilingual position that was open, and then me being me, a very stubborn girl, decided, okay, you know what, I'm just going to apply for the bilingual position, you know. And then when they call me for an interview, I just like, oh no, I don't have like the bilingual, I'm not a bilingual person, I just really want to work for TD Insurance. This is to show you how much I really wanted to work for TD Insurance. You know, the speed of life that they used to send me the rejection, I felt like, unless I applied around 9:20, around 9:30, they're like, we are sorry to inform you, we're not moving forward with your application. I just like, you know what, oh well, I'm done. And meanwhile, I think by this time I had someone, I was like, oh well, I was done. So I just gave up on jobs. I mean, once in a while I'll wake up, I'll apply, because at the end of the day, you want something that pays you well, you want something that you're comfortable with, you want something that you want to be happy at. At this job, that the first job I got, the one I loved, I have two jobs, guys. So the first one I got, I was okay at it, right? I was okay at it. I loved it. I put in my best, but I realized that the promotion wasn't as fast as I wanted to be. But I was okay at it. I was not like the happiest, but I was happy still at it. Like, I learned to be comfortable and to still be looking for more. So I think around like, what was it, January, ending of January, the new job, the latest job that I'm working in, they called me. We did a quick phone interview. I was like, okay, we're moving somewhere. Let's just see where this goes. Then after that, they scheduled a panel interview for me, which is the final stage. And I got the job that same day. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not easy. Like, it's literally not easy to get a job. Though it's faster and you don't have to wait as long as you would in Nigeria, you also need to be patient in yourself. And now I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks that you guys need to know about when looking for a job as people that are about to graduate, or as people applying with the AIPP program all the way from Nigeria. 1, figure out the company you want to work for. Have a good LinkedIn page. LinkedIn is your friend. Have a good LinkedIn page. Make your cover, put your picture, put your resume, do what you have to do. Then after that, figure out the company you want to work for. When you figure out the company you want to work for, go on LinkedIn. You will find the HR personnel associated to this company. Add them on LinkedIn and send them a message. Bug them. My mistake was that I didn't know the company I wanted to work for before I graduated. So those of you that are about to graduate, it's March now. Start figuring out the company you want to work for and start adding them on LinkedIn. Make them to know you. Send them a message. Ask them questions about the company, about everything. Bug them, but bug them with sense. They're okay with you bugging them, but please, when I say bug them, don't go and bug them that you become a stalker. Bug them with sense. Even though you're in Nigeria, you can also have a LinkedIn page and find the Canadian companies you want to work for and the Canadian personnel you want to work for. Do those things, and I feel like it will be easier. It will take you a step forward so that when you send in your application, at least someone will know who you are. Don't like me that my resume was just going into a bottomless pit. Know that, like, do the connection, network. If you're in school, go for networking events, meet people, because you can get a job from a person that knows a person in Canada as well. So meet people, do that. And that's just the advice I'll give to you. For those of you trying to use the AIPP program, use LinkedIn. Figure out the company you want. I will leave the AIPP companies, the companies that are designated employers, under this in my description box as well. When you go through the company and you figure out and you go through the description of the company, go to LinkedIn and start doing your research about the company. Look for the personnel in the company. I bet that company will have a LinkedIn page. Then start doing your research. The way you go through a social media research, so just start doing your research and you'll be able to find the person you are looking for. So yes guys, I feel like these are the easiest tips, and I just wanted to put out a disclaimer. It's not always as easy as it seems to look for a job. You might still have to go through a few things to get a job. There are people that once they finish, or before they even finish, they have a job in this country. Yes, it happens, but it's also okay if you don't get a job immediately you finish. Just be perseverant and just keep on putting yourself out there. Do the networking things you have to do. And yeah, that's just about it. I just really wanted to put out that disclaimer. It's not going to be easy sometimes. If you want to migrate to Canada, I will advise that if you can do a master's in this country rather than just trying to use AIPP program, I do 1-year master's. That will be way easier, because at the end of the day, most company wants experience. If you don't want to school, I would say you should pick up like all these little jobs, and maybe it's not the job you want, but then build your experience up. They will know that okay, you've worked in Canada, you have some sort of experience, and then when you do that, you can relate it to your background from Nigeria and use it to apply to that company you want to work for. So yes guys, that was just it. I just wanted to put the disclaimer. I just wanted to share my own story, and I wanted you guys to know that it wasn't perfect. I cried a lot. I left social media. My friends will call me, I'm crying. There was a time I sat down on the hallway of this apartment and I was just tearing up. Like, I was literally crying, like, yeah, I was crying, and I had my both siblings on my side. They kept quiet. They allowed me to let everything out. They held my hands. They didn't say anything, but they were there for me, and I was just crying it all out. Like, there's frustration in looking for a job in this country, and trust in God. Like, God is just gonna come true. And as for me, this is my own talk. I believe in God. Like, say what you want to say and manifest it as well. But yeah, to those of you that are my new subscribers, I just wanted to say a huge thank you so much for subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button right down below. I had to go look cute for you guys so you guys could hit that subscribe button. But yeah, please do hit the subscribe button right down below. Like this video, please. If you enjoyed it, please always remember to give my videos a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next weekly vlog. Thank you so much for the love and support. I never knew that I would be that person that will have somewhat of a community on YouTube, so thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you all, and the next one, I can't wait to share my journey with you guys and how not so easy it was, but as we go along, I do believe we're going to be friends. Follow me on Instagram. I want to start doing more Q&As, more videos that you guys will want to see, so I'm going to post my Instagram page, my Instagram handle right here, so please follow me. I want you guys to try and get involved in every video that I decide to upload on my YouTube, because at the end of the day, you guys are the reasons why I upload it. So thank you so much, and God bless you all so much for me. See you all in my next video. Bye guys.